Welcome to Almost Wargamers. This is the first in hopefully a series of speed paint tutorials. This is actually the method I use to paint my own Black Legion. I have quite a few of these now and I'm pretty happy with the result. Now if you're doing a character model or any sort of centerpiece for your army, you want to take just a little bit more time to add in some highlights and some extra detailing after you get it to battle ready. But as for your sort of, your baseline troops, and say you got 20 Marines you need to get out on the table quick, this is going to be a great method to get them on the tabletop for your next game. So starting off with a base coat of Lead Belcher, I've actually used the GW Rattle Can for this one. If you don't have that, just undercoat using your normal methods and just brush on the Lead Belcher. It's the perfect starting point for this sort of speed paint method we're going for here. So with an all over coat of Basilicanum Grey, this will be our pre-shade and a good foundation to build the rest of our colours off. You're going to want to put this all over the entire model. And with the pre-shade done, we're going to move on to all that lovely golden trim. If there's one thing Chaos players can probably agree on, it's that painting trim isn't always the most fun thing to do. Especially when you've got, 20 Marines waiting to be painted, it can be a bit daunting. So rather than painting the trim in the traditional manner, using something like Balthazar Gold or Retributor Armor, we're actually going to use a contrast paint and go over the silver we've just pre-shaded with that instead. So follow along all the trim using Snakebite Leather. Moving on now to Black Templar, we're going to use this to fill in all of the armor panels on the model, doing our best to avoid any areas we've already hit with the Snakebite Leather, or any other areas we'd like to be a different colour, such as the cloth, the pouches, or horns, or anything like that. And don't forget to pick out that gun casing as well. And with all the panels done, we're going to move on to Steel Legion Drab to paint any of the leather details. And with those leather details base coated, we're going to move on to the cloth. For that I've gone with Corn Red. I've also gone and used this on any pipes on the helmets, just to break up the silver and gold there, and just to give it a bit more colour. With all our base coats down, we're going to go and start to shade some of the areas we've previously painted. Starting off with snakebite leather over any of the details we've painted with Steel Legion drab. With Flesh Terror's red, we're going to go over any of the details we've previously painted with Corn red, such as any cloth or any pipes. And with that Flesh Terror's red, it's a good time to pick out those eye lenses. With that done, we're going to move on to the last sort of final touch-up stage, and for that we're going to go back to Basilicanum Grey and just go over any of the metallic details that would just start to darken down a little bit. So I'm going to hit things like the back of the legs, any vents, any sort of chainmail, anything you just want to darken down and look a bit more gritty and grimy. And that final step done, he's ready for battle. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.